Welcome MTG Portal to a brand new series right here on our channel, the worst Magic cards in history. I'm sure you guys have some ideas, but we're going to make this interactive, and I'm going to make this new series on MTG Portal a little bit of fun. For those of you guys who have some legitimate worst Magic cards in history, do me a favor and leave a copy of them down below. Post an image in the comments, or a link to that image, and you might just see it featured right here on this series of the worst Magic cards in history. Without further ado, let's get going. And, yeah. God, are these cards bad. Oh, Visitrex, how I hate you. Remember those fond childhood memories you think back on? You think back of the good times? The only good time I've ever had with this card was when I literally took every single one from every Magic player I could find in my high school and burned them. This card bewilders me. I still to this day don't understand why it was ever a rare, why it was ever printed, and let alone printed, I think, 4 different times up until 2000 was the final. Just, oh boy, is it rough. Visitrex, how we hate you. And I hope to never, ever see you reprinted again. Moving on. Our next card is Zephyr Spirit. 5 colorless and a blue will get you a 0/6. That whenever it blocks, it is instantly returned to its hand. Where in the logic did it ever decide that we want to constantly pay 6 mana for a chump blocker on the board? I don't. I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure we all hate this card. Yep, we hate it. Yeah, it's bad. Tran Ogre. Need we say more? Whoever came up with Visitrex, I guess, felt we needed a red alternative named Tran Ogre, and it actually looks more like a muscled version of a Visitrex, only it's green. Please, don't ever reprint these. Just like Visitrex, we hate you. We don't like you. Go away. And then we come to this card. Shimatsu, the Blood Cloaked. So for 3 colorless and a red, I get a 0/0. Are you already intrigued? I'm not. As Shimatsu, the Blood Cloaked, comes into play, you, guess what, may sacrifice any number of permanents, and Shimatsu comes into play with that many 1/1 counters on it. Whose idea was this? Because you're a special brand of stupid, aren't you? This is the dumbest card I've ever seen. I hate everything about it, and you should too. And then we have Auk. He is a 1 colorless run, 1 red for a 4/4 goblin. Some might think that's pretty cool, until you read what he does. Auk can't attack unless a creature with greater power also attacks. Auk can't block unless a creature with greater power also blocks. Yeah, definitely going down in Magic history as one of the worst cards. I don't like you at all, and neither should you. Well, you know the saying that the branch doesn't fall far from the tree. Apparently that is indicative in Wood Elemental. For 3 colorless and a green, we get a star. At first I was like, let me read further. Stars in the lower right-hand corner are set to the number of untapped forests you sacrifice when Wood Elemental is brought into play. Hold up. Did you just tell me I have to sacrifice my lands to buff you? God, I hate you. Why? Wizards, why do you do this to us? I will never understand. And then we have this guy, Force of Savagery. For 2 colorless and a green, you get an 8/0 with trample. Yeah. Unless you can immediately buff this guy, he's dead. In fact, my token will kill him for you. I don't see any implications or any reasons why this card should ever be played. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to put this as one of the top worst cards ever printed in Magic the Gathering. Which then brings me to this guy. So, Tackle Maggot is 2 colorless and 2 black. During target creature controller's upkeep, put a 0 -0, -1 counter on that creature. If that creature is put into a graveyard, its controller chooses a new target creature for Tackle Maggot. If there are no legit targets, Tackle Maggot becomes an enchantment during his or her upkeep. Tackle Maggot deals 1 damage to the controller of the last creature Tackle Maggot enchanted. Control of Tackle Maggot does not change when its target changes or when it becomes an enchantment. Alright, so I really don't even know what to say other than this card is horrible. It's way too much text for literally nothing. I'll give it credit, the artwork is cool, but the rest of it, yeah, it sucks. Remember when you were a kid and you probably heard your dad or your grandpa screaming out the window, "You damn hoodlums!" I think he was talking about this guy. So Bog Hoodlums is 5 colorless and a black, 4/4/1. Yeah. Just wait. So he can't block, and when Bog Hoodlums comes into play, you may clash it with an opponent. If you win, hey, you get to put a 1/1 counter on Bog Hoodlums. But if you lose, which you're probably going to, yeah, he's pretty much dead. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. You know, just when we think we found the worst of the worst, we find Putrid Cyclops. He's 2 colorless and a black for a 3/3. Alright, so with that alone, I'd say, he's not bad. Then it gets worse. When Putrid Cyclops comes into play, you scry 1. Great. However, then you reveal the top card of your library, and Putrid Cyclops gets -X till end of turn, where X is, you guessed it, that card's converted mana cost. Goodbye, Putrid Cyclops. It was short-lived. God, are you horrible. And I hope I never see you reprinted in any set. Just bad. My name is Cody. This is MTG Portal. Thank you for watching the Worst Magic Cards in History series, episode 1. I hope you found this informative. You probably hate this video as much as we hate recording this video, but somebody's got to break it. And we wouldn't be MTG Portal if we didn't bring you something like this. If you absolutely like the content and you absolutely have to give it a thumbs up, I'll forgive you. Please, preferably give it a thumbs down. That tells me you hate this, and it doesn't mean I have to make a sequel. However, if I start to see the thumbs up, then that means you're going to see episode 2. So I leave that fate in your hands, MTG Portal. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please smash the subscribe button. It helps out more than you know. I normally would tell you to like the video, but in this case I'm telling you not to like the video. So, yeah, we'll talk to you all soon. Take care.